Shalom Yasharallah. Giving all praise and glory to the most high power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob for everything. He worthy to be praised for everything. As always, I'm going to start with Colossians 3 and 17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. So I want to look at Ecclesiasticus, the 32nd chapter, and the 7th verse. It says, "Speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked." You see, you got to know when to speak and when not to speak. "Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in few words." I mean, you can't get this if you run in your mouth. People be talking and talking and talking. Meaning you got to comprehend much. But you saying little or nothing. Be as one that knoweth, you know a lot, and yet holdeth his tongue. Sometimes you got to learn to listen. Sometimes it's about listening. And you don't have to spew out everything that you know. Time and place for everything. Even though you know, sometimes you got to be quiet. "Listen, if thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them." You be around great men, don't make yourself equal with them. But this is how people now. It's so prideful. You know, I don't care who it is that you under as a leader. They was under somebody else before they were a leader. All of us. Believe that. "If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them." And they wasn't equal with them. None of us. "And when ancient men are in place, use not many words." Try and grasp what it is that they can give you. Not only us in the truth, but even elders that have been in this earth long before you and me, that can tell you things about how it was that you ain't got to read no book because they experienced it. You can't tell me about what it is that I experienced in my life and what others have shared with me as their experiences in life. That's experiences. But if we don't cultivate what it is that the elders have learned and what they went through, the ones that will speak about it, goes pretty hard times. That those that are still living in their 80s and 90s and so forth, or even to 100, I mean, they're going to be pretty much gone. Why you saying pay attention to them? Listen. Grasp this information, because the younger generation don't know nothing, as they ought to know. They're disrespectful to the elders. As to what happened this year, what happened at this time, they don't know. Because they have no track record of anyone that has explained it to them. They just living from day to day, like whatever the social media brings forth or whatever it is that they seeing in their wicked life. That's all they know. We got to go into a book to get the understanding of how we're supposed to live and be righteous in the eyes of the Most High. Other nations passed down. How you think Esau is on top? Because he passed down his wickedness from one generation to the next generation. This is what you got to do. His way of life. To the next generation, to the next generation, to the next generation. What do we have passed down to us? One thing that we do have that's so powerful in these last days is this truth. But we still have to respect our elders. So I said, if thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. or you prideful. Very prideful. How you gonna be equal with a man? You handle the Bible, say you bring it on, and you can't. Or the man that can bring the history like you never heard before. Some things I see coming out now was all the way back in 1992. Just coming out now. I have the footage. It's just coming out now. If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words. Say, before the thunder goeth lightning, and before a shamefaced man shall go favor. One that's humble. No, go favor. Go have favor with the Most High. That's all that matter. But some of you so concerned about how somebody looking at you, how a man looking at you, but you don't get it. It's about the Most High. You trust that man, he got something for you too. You don't want to trust that man. You so concerned about how a man look at you. Better be concerned how the Most High looking at us and what we doing to please him. The mysteries of the Most High. Better understand and overstand. Jeremiah 17:5. Thus said the Most High, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Most High. You see, your mind depart from the Most High because you trusted in man. That's a balance, ain't it? Because he just told you. You got to respect. All it is respect. That's all he's talking about, respect. And you around men that's been laboring in this truth, and y'all just coming in, men and women. He's telling you what to do and how to be. Verse 11, Ecclesiastes 32:11. Rise up, be time quickly, he said. Rise up quickly, and be not the last, but get thee home without delay. It says, there take thy pastime and do what thou wilt, but sin not by proud speech. Hear that? Sin not by proud speech. You somebody. He just told you don't be equal with great men, but you somebody. You just important as them. No. No, I'm not, and you're not. And it depends on the position that you have in this world as an elder, as an ancient one, in the way we should respect each other. We all got to respect each other. These are the last days. And you can't do it without humility. But if you think you all that, then we're going to see who's all that. And what number are you at 144,000? What number are you at 1/3? That's going to be redeemed of us. Oh, you can't say that, huh? None of us can. So you better humble yourself before the Most High, because the Most High is angry. The Most High is angry. Hamashiach Yahushua is angry. But y'all think everything is going to be cool. Y'all might as well go back to church and get some feel good and think that's all you need. Because some of you call yourself Israelites, but you ain't nothing but a Gentile. Because you operate in the same way as they would. And they are. Hear the word of the Most High. Verse 14. Whoso feareth the Most High. What does fear mean? The fear of the Most High. Fear of the Most High. What does that mean? Comment on that. Because I asked a lot of adults twice. was the fear of the Most High. More than that. I actually street teaching also, and no adult got it. It's crazy. But a child said, the fear of the Most High, be scared of him. But the adults know, man. That's the first thing the Most High say. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High. He said that first. Fear the Most High. Don't wait till he visit you to cry on him. Or whenever something happens, then you start crying out to him. He said he's going to mock and laugh at you then. Listen. As it is written, whoso feareth the Most High will receive his discipline. You hear that? You fear the Most High, you will receive his discipline. Most High be jacking people. They be like, oh, okay. Once it's over, then they go back to the world and do the wicked things that they were doing, the evil things they were doing, sinning against him. Whoso fear the Most High will receive his discipline. And they that seek him early shall find favor. You hear that? You seek him early, you're going to find favor. But look, he says discipline, right? Go to Hosea. Hold that. Go Hosea 5 and 15. You're going to receive his discipline. Hosea 5 and 15. He both said, I will go and return to my place. You Israelites, hear the Most High. Say, I'm going to go and return to my place. Till they acknowledge their offense. Till we acknowledge that we offended the Most High. And seek my face, because he turned his face away from us. Because we sinned against him. And the heathens know this. Other nations know this. Seek his face by doing what he say do. His rules and regulations. Listen to what he say. In their affliction. In their affliction. So some of you going through things, through a lot of things. Pain and suffering. And me too. All of us going through something. In their affliction, they will seek me early. Hear that? Because he turned his face away from us. But he said in our affliction, we're going to seek him early. That's what he said. How you going to find him early? It says, Ecclesiasticus 32 and 14, whoso feareth the Most High will receive his discipline. His discipline. Getting you on the right path. By afflicting you. And they that seek him early, what do you say? In their affliction, they will seek me early, right? He said, and they that seek him early, once he afflicting you, shall find favor. Shall find favor. And you're not going to escape it. None of us going to escape it. You're going to be afflicted. He said what? Look at what we did to him. Look what we did to him. We told him, we're going to follow you. We're going to follow all the commandments that you give us, Most High. We will follow you. We're going to be obedient to what we do. Daniel 9:11. Yeah. I hate to even read it. All Israel have transgressed thy law. Hear that? Even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him. These curses on us because we sinned against the Most High. Sad to say, but it's real. It's real, it's real, it's real could be. It's real. Israel is real. Isn't that who we are, Israel? Are we real or are we not real? Israel or Israel? That's why the Most High said. Ecclesiastes 32 and 14. Whoso feared the Most High will receive his discipline. And they that seek him early, he said, in your affliction, you're going to seek him early, shall find favor. But what we got to go through first? Go to Isaiah 48:10. He said, behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. You hear that? You seek him early. Once he give you this affliction, this furnace of affliction, tearing your butt up, tearing our butts up. I ain't exempt. I've been through it for years and years and years and years and years. Furnace of affliction. But it ain't for us. He said, for my own sake. Even for my own sake will I do it. For how should my name, which is Yah, be polluted? His name is in our name. Yah, Shar Allah. He said, how should his name be polluted? And I will not give my glory unto another. That's what Mashiach Rashai said in Matthew 15:24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Matthew 1:21 says, he shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushai, for he shall save his people, who are the Israelites, from their sins. You understand? So he ain't gonna give his glory to no one else. So going back to Ecclesiastes 32. And once you go through this affliction, you're gonna find favor. But some people, they're not gonna find the favor because they don't recognize the Most High. They acknowledge the Most High. You gotta change. I can't say it enough. We all gotta change for the better. Or the Most High, not to this world. You change to this world, okay, the world gonna have to save you. From what we gonna read about in prophecy. Let's see if the world gonna save you. If however you like, your desires, your lusts, your feelings, your compassion for this world that you love, see if it's gonna save you in this time that the Most High say he already got it on this earth. Most High killed 76 people, by lightning. You ever heard of that? At the same time, boom, 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 boom. That's a lot of time. Strike. Hitting people with lightning and killing them. Oh, I know y'all don't like to hear that. But I'm going to bring it because this is what this Bible is talking about. This is what he's talking about. And people don't realize that how the Most High feel. How you think he feel? Everything's polluted and the minds of the people polluted still. And he's ready to bring righteousness on this earth. And people still playing games. Giving him the middle finger. Saying we're going to do right. He called you. And we've always done that. And expect the Most High to come through. Oh, he said in your affliction, you're going to seek him early. And you're going to be dipped in the furnace of affliction. The Most High is a consuming fire. But if you do right, you're going to find favor. Once you go through it, you can find favor. But you got to be righteous to the best of your ability. He ain't playing. You playing. He ain't playing, though. We're going to see who's going to get the last laugh. He already said what he's going to do. Don't play with it. Listen. Verse 15 of Ecclesiastes 32nd chapter. He that seeketh the law shall be filled therewith. You hear that? He that seeketh his rules and regulation, which is his law, shall be filled therewith. But the hypocrite will be offended thereat. Hear that? Hypocrite gonna be offended. You bring the word to them, they're gonna be a hypocrite. They're gonna be offended. That's how you know how people are. You bring the word to them, they get quiet, they start getting offended. All these years of directing people's lives and what they're supposed to do in their life, making life decisions, And all of a sudden, when the book is closed, we as the elders don't know nothing and have to make the right decision because your blood gonna be on us for telling you to do the wrong thing or telling you about the wrong thing. I don't think people consider that. But recognize, he that seeketh the law shall be filled therewith, but the hypocrite will be offended thereat. The hypocrite, straddling the fence. I'm an Israelite today because it's Sabbath. Can't wait till it's over so you can go back to the world. Because that's who you are. That's our people. 2/3 gonna be like that. I don't care if they call themselves Israelite or not. You gotta endure to the end in righteousness, not in wickedness. Because you might as well be out there in the world if you're doing the things of the world. The world, if it pleases you, then you at war with the Most High. James 4:4 says that. Because you adulterer and you adulteresses. You men and women that's against the Most High, dealing with spiritual fornication. You against him. You're a Gentile, you're dealing with idolatry. All the gods of the nations are idols. And that's what you're dealing with. I don't care if you call yourself an Israelite or not. That's what you're dealing with. And you inherited lies in your mind, the way you think. Allow somebody, let a devil come into somebody else who have you think that way. Because them devils that's in them, rouse them devils that's in you, that you ain't never purged out of yourself, to realize you gotta live in the truth. All of us. Ain't nothing more powerful than this truth. Name it. Bring it forth. Nothing. Ain't nothing. Show me something that can give you what I'm going to give you in the prophecy. Or go back in the day and say, this is what, Most High said, this is what's going to happen. It didn't happen. What book? No book but the Bible. The word of the Most High. That's it. Hear what it said? Verse 15. He that seeketh the law shall be filled therewith. If you seek the law, then you're going to do the law. You're going to think it. You're going to speak it. And you're going to apply it in your life. But the hypocrite, those that perpetrating the fraud like they are, trying to live righteous, will be offended thereat. Hear that? That's how you know when people get offended. When you bring forth the truth to them. What's the truth? Psalms 119, 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. See? So when you bring the truth and people get offended, then something's wrong. You gotta look at it, something's wrong. They're a hypocrite. They that fear the Most High shall find judgment and shall kindle justice as a light. You hear that? They that fear the Most High, respect the Most High first and foremost, scared of the Most High, afraid of the Most High, keeping his law, statutes, commandments, doing what he say, do his rules and regulations, shall find judgment and shall kindle justice as a light. Justice as a light shining bright. Because the law is light. It's hip talk. Proverbs 6:24. It's going to be illuminated. And the demons don't like it. That's why some people need to fast and pray. Get them demons out of them. It's the only time, most times, do what Mashiach said. That's the only way you get them out. Fasting and prayer. Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. See? You ain't getting away with it. You ain't getting away with it at all. I'm talking about you hypocrites. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction. So, you go back to the law for reproofs of instruction or the way of life, you see? It's all here. It's just a matter of how you accept it. Do you accept it or you don't accept it? Are you going to do what's right or continue to follow the way of the world and do what's wrong? You know the results of that. I hope you do. Look, 2 Timothy 3:16. All scripture is given by inspiration of the Most High, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, checking somebody, for correction, to correct you, for instruction in righteousness. And we know righteousness is Deuteronomy 6:25, the keeping of the Most High's laws. But when you look at verse 12, it says, and all that wills live righteously by Hashem Mashiach Yahushai, rolling in the name of the anointed Savior, shall suffer persecution. You ready for that? Or you just want this easy way out? But it says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse. So you got a lot of evil men. They ain't dealing with this truth. They ain't gonna hear it. And seducing silly women shall wax worse and worse. Hear that? Worse and worse. They're getting better and better. Deceiving them and being deceived. They deceiving them and they being deceived. That's why the Most High told us, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of. I hope you are. Because you're going to be held more accountable than them that's seducing you, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. You learned them from this word of the Most High and your teacher. Have not led you astray. Because it's all about thus said the Most High. Ecclesiastes 32. Verse 17. A sinful man will not be reproved. You see? You can't use the Bible to reprove them. You hear what it said? We just went. 2 Timothy 3:16. All scripture is given by the inspiration of the Most High and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof. You see? Through the scriptures. And it's almost like, I don't know, it's been the case scenario that I've seen, it's been in the truth, like, once the book is closed, then all of a sudden you don't know nothing to be able to tell people about what it is that you know according to these scriptures, the word of the Most High. But some, not all, but some, because some want to know. Some want to really know. And some don't because they're a hypocrite. Just said a hypocrite they're gonna be offended. Listen. And you gotta check yourself, see where you fit into this. Verse 17, a sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will. Hear that? So a sinful man cannot be reproved. He's gonna find an excuse according to his will, right? Because that's why you look at it, he told us back in Ecclesiastes 3:24. They're going to find an excuse in their own mind because they're rolling with the devil. Listen. For many are deceived, Ecclesiastes 3:24. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion. And he tell you, men going to be, evil men going to be seducing. It's going to wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived themselves. So, it says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion. Worthless thinking. That has no meaning or no merit with the Most High word at all, with him at all. Listen what it says. And an evil suspicion has overthrown their judgment. Evil comes in, make them make the wrong judgment and thinking wrong. Because you think wrong, you speak wrong, you're going to act wrong, period. You're not getting out of this. Without eyes, thou shalt want light. If you can't see this, you're going to want this light in the end. Whether you don't see it now, but you're going to want this light. And we know that light we just proved is the law of the Most High. You're going to want to be on his side. Be with him. Profess not the knowledge thereof, therefore, that thou hast not. You hear that? So don't try and be all of that when you're not that. So I say, be quiet. Speak with few words. But that's too much because let's continue. We'll tell you. Verse 18, Ecclesiastes 32 and 18. A man of counsel will be considerate. A man of counsel will be considerate. You're considering who it is that you counsel. But a strange and proud man is not daunted with fear. Now that fear always is the fear of the Most High. See, that fear is the fear of the Most High. He ain't daunted with fear of the Most High, even when of himself he have done without counsel. Hear that? He ain't gonna care about it. Because he's gonna follow his own vain opinion. Or she gonna follow her own vain opinion. And the evil, the devil, who you think evil is? The devil, the seducers, that's getting worse and worse, being deceived, deceiving and being deceived. Better hear what the Most High is saying. Do nothing without advice. And when thou hast once done, repent not. See? You're supposed to be getting advice. What about this? What about that? So it's to the point where it's been written in the books that you know it all. You know, you already know. You should be able to go hours and hours in teaching and whatever you need to deal with in the word of the Most High to be able to do the counseling for men or women doing the counseling for women. You should be able to do that. If you're not asking for advice, counseling. Look at verse 23. In every good work, trust thine own soul. For this is the keeping of the commandments. You hear that? But how can you trust yourself? Well, let's look at what it said. In every good work. So what's good? Every good work, right? What's good? Y'all should know these by heart. Romans 7 and 12. In every good work. So what are you doing that will make you do a good work? Romans 7 and 12. What's good? Romans 7 and 12. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good. So as you're keeping the commandments of the Most High, that's what it's talking about. You following his laws. Ecclesiastes 32 and 23. In every good work, trust thy own soul. Trust your own spirit. When you keeping the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, you can trust yourself. For this is the keeping of the commandments. See that? This is the keeping of the commandments. It's telling you, can't get no clearer than that. See, this is the keeping of the commandments. But if you don't want to keep the commandments, then you're wicked. You're evil. He that believeth in the Most High taketh heed. You would say, taketh heed to the commandments. He that trusteth in him shall fare never the worse. You hear that? If you believe in the Most High, you have faith in the Most High, you take heed to what's right in his eyes and not what's wrong. Not doing the things that would have the Most High look upon you and bring pain and affliction and judgment upon you more so than what you want. I mean, he said we're gonna be dipped in the fiery furnace of affliction, but some people want more affliction because they don't want to do what he say do. And that's the end result. That's the end result, affliction. I mean, no matter how you look at it. We do something, and we got to pay for it. Either pay now or you pay later, but you're going to pay for it. Trust me. Trust me. Well do I know. That's why I keep telling you it's about changing. You got to change. If you that same way you always look at a mirror at yourself and do a self-examination of yourself and see where you at. And be truthful with yourself. Because the Most High's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the things that we do. And even the secret things. And he revealed the secret things to his servants, the prophets. A lot of people don't realize that. One way or another. People have said things and in my life, and I come back and thank them, and they don't even realize they said it. What? I don't remember telling you that. And others have said things they don't even remember they said it. But they said it with witnesses. That's the Most High. Having to reveal things to you. Or the Most High reveal things in a dream or a vision to you. Lay it all out for you. People act like you don't see me. That you don't see me, spirit. When you've been seeing them, it's just a matter of they're going to change or not, you know. You cry out for our people because we are a bunch of degenerates. Most High call us a whole lot of names. You know, we have sinned against the Most High. Ecclesiastes 32:24. He that believeth in the Most High taketh heed to the commandment. You're going to take heed to what's right. Look, when the Mashiach Shai comes back to this earth, he's coming back to what? Judge and make war. Which is he going to judge? What's going to be the statue of what he's going to judge us on? How you couldn't wait to get back into the world after this plague that the Most High held on this earth is giving us. That's why I say you gotta change, because the way it is here, they say everybody gotta wear masks starting tomorrow, everywhere. So what's that saying? Plague is not lifted up. People act like it's everything is back to normal. It's not. The Most High's word is gonna go forth. He that believeth in the Most High taketh heed to the commandment, and he that trusteth in him shall fare never the worse. You know? Gotta trust in the Most High. That trust is faith. You have faith in the Most High, you can be all right. You're gonna be all right. That's the first thing my second shot told us in, he said, have faith in the Most High. Period. Have faith in the Most High. Because you don't have faith in the Most High. You can't have faith in the Most High if you're doing what's wicked. You rolling around thinking the Most High don't see you. Then when he jack you, then people gonna be crying and wailing. They're gonna be going off. They're gonna be like, you can't say why, because Most High just told you why. Because we offended him. And people still offending him. He said in Mark 11:22, he said, and the Mashiach answering said unto them, have faith in the Most High. But if you don't believe in the Most High, who you believe in? Yourself? Or you trust in man? He said, cursed be the man that trusts in man and make flesh his arm. We read that in Jeremiah 17:5. And that's what people are. And they so afraid of how somebody gonna look at them in being in the truth. They gotta fit in with everybody else. You better fit in with the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua. They angry. They're angry. They got an attitude. Go to 2nd Ezra 15. This moment.